Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to the Manjula, or welcome back. Let's jump right in and see what's going on. These are just an energy check-in message from Spirit. See what's going on. Whatever comes out is what comes out right now. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Star card. So there's some healing trying to take place. There is a bit of guarded energy here, but I do feel as if it is due to past situations, and I feel like that energy is actually coming to a completion. I feel like that you're becoming more stable and solid. There may be this mental issue that may be going on. There's this mental conflict that's going on, and it really has to do with you feeling as if you're, I'm going to say confidence is an issue here, even though we don't have the Strength card or the Queen of Wands out here just as of yet. But I do feel like that there's this issue of struggling with, like, trying to re-identify oneself, since we're coming out of one paradigm and shifting into another one, and feeling like the competition or the energies that are in this new paradigm, like one may be trying to find their spot and feeling like they're not good enough, and it's forcing us to really face our subconscious and our subconscious fears, and not allowing those to create an illusion in our minds, making sure that we're not allowing our own fears to become our own worst enemy. I'm going to do something a little different today, Sag. I'm going to use my reversal deck to get some clarifying on this. Let's see, Spirit, what's going on? Why is the Star card here? I do feel as if there is some, it's like you view yourself to be in competition with something that it's not really competition, you know? So we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Emperor in the reverse. So, okay, we have the Sun card in the reverse here at the bottom of the deck. So this is, let's talk about this first. This is a lack of enthusiasm, it says optimism. This is being overly pessimistic. That's what it is, not optimism. Overly pessimistic is what I feel. And there is this energy, the current situation is it's trying to mold in some healing energy into this, because it's trying to put hope back in. So whatever has taken place in your life, that competition or disagreements are brought into the forefront to bring your strengths, or brought into your life, not to seem as if the world is against you, but they are brought into your life to illuminate your strengths. And so there may be this, I'm going to say, a truth is coming to be revealed. This truth is not being revealed to hurt you, although it may hurt. This truth is being revealed to you so that you can see where you've been holding yourself back. Like you're allowing your subconscious mind to overtake your conscious mind, and there needs to be some tweaking on that. So something is being brought to the forefront. A truth is being revealed. And it may be a heavy truth. It may be a heavy truth, but it's needed in order to get things moving out of this rigid, stuck energy. This is heavy energy here. And so whatever this conflict that may be coming to the forefront, it's happening to get you to shift your perspective, to get you out of this stagnant energy, because I do feel a lot of pessimistic energy, a lot of hopeless energy is here. Let's look at this Seven of Wands here. This is guarded energy. And once again, competition, competition. I feel that this is competition here, and there's a need to really you do need to defend yourself and set firm boundaries. But how is it that we're going about it? Because not all competition is meant to have a negative impact on us. As a matter of fact, no competition is meant to have a negative impact on us. It's meant to help us grow. Let's see, Spirit, what is this? 7 of Wands here. The 7 of Cups again. The 3 of Wands in the reverse. The 2 of Wands. And the Tower in the reverse. So, what I'm seeing here is that there's this wishful thinking. Thinking that you're going to be thrust into this new paradigm and think that everything's, yay, I've done the work. Universe has finally leveled me up and whew, I can kick back and relax. That's kind of missing the point, is what I'm feeling here. And so this is jumping into situations with lack of foresight. There's a need to understand that situations have to be fraught. Like, you have to thoroughly sit with your higher self on this, on any decisions that you make. Because thinking that you're going to give into, I don't know why I said give into, but that's what I heard. So, hey. Thinking that you're going to go into a situation and it's going to be all rainbows and unicorns it's not fair to you, and it's not fair to the situation that you're going into, okay? It's literally setting you up for complete failure. So the way that you address situations like this is not to go into guarded, but also not to go in this wishful thinking either. There's a need to find a balance here. So there's a need to do more planning, take a risk, and then look at once you take the leap of faith, you don't know where it's going to go. So the planning needs to go into oneself. How are you going to address a deeper cliff than you thought? How are you going to address a harsher response than you had thought? How are you going to address a softer response than you had expected? Sorry about that, guys. I wish I knew where I was at. But what I do feel is that there is a need to really do more planning. You cannot go into a situation with your guards up, but you also cannot go in a situation naive. So more planning is needed, and that is why this 7 of Wands is in the obstacle position, because you get in you place yourself you willingly place yourself in these situations with lack of preparation, lack of protection for yourself, and lack of you've not prepared your defense. So then you become overly defensive in that moment. There is a need to get prepared right now. Okay. And that is how this healing energy will be able to take place. I didn't even notice that the Lovers was at the bottom of the deck. So there is going to be a choice. There is going to be a choice that is going to be required to make. There's compassion. Somebody is. It's like something is coming to an end. Past influences is the World card, and it's also 3 cards back. Let's clarify this and see what's going on. Spirit, why is the World card here in the past as past influences for the Sagittarius? So we have the the Knight of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands in the reverse, the 10 of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Swords. So there was this energy. It seems like that there was this desire, this subconscious urge to to get going, but then it's like everything just started out. It was like you was getting going. We have to come back to this lack of planning. We have to come back to this lack of planning. There's something that I feel like for whoever's resonating at this time, I feel like that there's going to feel like that the rug is being pulled from up under someone's feet. And it's because something was jumped into far too soon. Far too soon. And I feel more than this being a Sagittarius message, I feel like this is a ninth house message. I feel this is a ninth house message. But instead of, to get over this situation and to finally close this past cycle out, take yourself back and then begin to move forward through the details slowly. Because something was started on an unstable foundation, and I fear that at this point, one still doesn't know where it all went wrong. And that's because there's this insecurity that is going to be illuminated for oneself in order to find the instability here. Now, when this is illuminated, when you allow yourself to go through this cycle so that you can finally close it out and bring yourself into fulfillment, there's a need for you to understand. No matter how it makes you feel when you're reviewing it, the worst is over. It's over. Everything is fine. The Ten of Swords is in the reverse. Everything is fine. You just have to be able to process it and accept it. Because when insecurities and instabilities on our behalf begin to become illuminated, our defenses go up, and then we make the matter worse. So there's a need to change the shame that you begin to put on yourself, because that's where we keep going backwards. We keep going backwards. The situation, we're trying to move forward, right? We're trying to move forward, but subconsciously, your learned responses are taking you backwards. Okay, let's get out of that. I'm repeating. Spirit, can we please clarify this Four of Staffs for what's not being seen, which is so crazy because the past influence is the Four of Wands in the reverse for the obstacle, the challenge. So let's see. What is the Four of Wands here for what's not being seen? I feel like that it's creating a lot of conflict in your life, this feeling of unwelcome. It's a shame, this feeling of shame, and you're not seeing that is what's created this guarded energy in you. But let's see. The Devil card in the reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. There is a need to, this is going back to this Four of Wands in the reverse. This is the instability that needs to be released because it's causing you to constantly repeat a cycle. So instead of responding aggressively in these moments when you feel that you're not prepared, stop yourself and look at the past. Stop yourself and allow the past to flash before you really quit and learn from it. Learn from it. Don't keep repeating, and don't put the actions of the past on the present situation either. Don't think this present situation is acting like the past situation did. But you also have to learn the lessons from the past. You can't, I don't know. There's a need, look at here, this more guarded energy. There's a need to balance that out in order to move forward. The advice from the universe is the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups really does speak to needing to be aware that there are more choices than you perceive that you have. But how are you looking at these options? This person looks very much overwhelmed by her choices. And the reason that she's overwhelmed by her choices is because she is not utilizing the lessons from the past. But let's get some cards. Let's clarify. We got the Two of Cups, the Chariot in the reverse, the Page of Swords in the reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You keep on looking at a past relationship. This all has to do with the past relationship. It's like you're literally manifesting in because you won't stop and you won't take your eyes off of a past connection that you want to come back around, that you have labeled as some type of divine partner that is it's false. Whatever you've labeled it as, it's not true. And you're burdening yourself by trying to carry the you're delaying yourself by trying to carry the burden of waiting for this to come back around. It's not. Because what you've labeled it as is not true. So prepare yourself and do the healing to move forward. And the truth of the matter is, let's just be honest, if I'm wrong, and this is your true flame, which I don't think it is, then it'll come back around. Because, give me a second, guys. But then, if it's meant to be, it'll come back. Real love, you're supposed to let it go. If it's yours, it'll come back. But I don't feel like this person that you're expecting, anxiously awaiting to come back around, there's going to be something that's going to blow that apart for you. You're going to get the epiphany. And it's not going to set well. It's not going to feel good. But what I'm telling you is that while you're sitting here, this is the most important card in any pool I do. This right here is the most important for me because this is the advice from the universe. And this here is telling me that you're not seeing other options to connect with people. You're not seeing your options to connect with other people. It doesn't have to be romantically. Just connecting with other people is not being seen. You're over judging everybody that comes into your vicinity because of a chaotic connection in the past. And if I could just be honest, this is telling me that you keep on looking at it. You keep going back and looking at it. And if this person has moved on, then you're viewing that person as your competition. And that's not fair to you. Because then you're manifesting in that kind of competition. You're shortchanging yourself. It's time to put an end to that. It's time to get organized. It's time to organize and compartmentalize your thoughts. Decide what room these thoughts are going to live in. And then you determine a schedule for when you allow yourself to go in those rooms. And then when you finally get that schedule down to a point that you don't go in that room at all, clean that son of a bitch out. Stop torturing yourself. It's time to move forward. Let's get a self-care message and get on up out of here. Thank you, Spirit. You are the queen of your life. Treat yourself like royalty. This here tells me there's a room that's already time to be cleaned out. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Thank you. You have the right to change your mind when I tell you it's time to clean that room out already. What else, Spirit? Last one. Self-care message. Last one before we get out. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit said, It says it is safe to wait. Okay. Well, if you're not ready, Spirit is saying it's safe to wait too. But it's at least time to compartmentalize that and put yourself on a schedule so that you can get ready to clean it out. Okay? And then it says, a breakdown is often followed by a breakthrough. Remain calm. Guys, I pray this message provided you with guidance on your journey. If this message did resonate, we would absolutely appreciate a thumbs up down below. And in all that we say and in all that we do moving forward, let's choose peace. Love and light.